Hey everybody, it's Hylian Alchemist, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. In the last episode, we cleared out the Skull Woods, and in this episode, we're going to head right over to our next dungeon, which is located in the Village of Outcasts. I was just about to say Kakariko Village, but this is not the light world we're in, we're still in the dark world. So yeah, in this case, I just gotta remember it's the Village of Outcasts. Now, for what you can see, with the video being 11 minutes long, wow, haven't seen that in a long time. That also means that this dungeon is kinda short, so what we gotta do is that you just have to pull out like this, and we see Link's rolling animation for the very first time. And now, here we are in the, in our, what was it, 5th dungeon? I think it's 5th dungeon. I think it's Dungeon 5. This is Thieves Town. Now, it kinda does start off a bit complex, cause it looks a little bit like a maze, but I think from that point onwards, then it becomes a little straightforward. Yeah, we got a couple new enemies here. These guys, these horse-like guys, are called the Zazaks. There's like the blue Zazak and the red Zazak. They just move all around, and well, the blue ones are actually weaker. The red ones, they're a little bit stronger, and they also shoot fireballs at you. So you gotta be careful with the red ones, especially. I'm not sure why, but Link Between Worlds for some reason kind of made them like zombies. I don't know why, it's kind of weird. Now, I actually do get the compass, but I do not get the map, the dungeon map, just the compass itself. And wow, we got the big cave pretty early. Yeah, this, like I said, this dungeon is pretty short. And we also gotta watch out for the... Ah, god damn it. Turn to this silly tricks rabbit. Silly rabbit, tricks for kids. And yeah, I actually did kind of, make the little jump cut right there. It's only because I kind of screwed up a bit and I didn't want to... I just didn't want to leave it right there, because it seemed kind of pointless, so... Yeah, I do apologize for the amount of jump cuts that I put in this video, but, you know, I really have no other choice. Because I just didn't want to show off any embarrassing things, like, you know, like anything that kind of seemed like a waste of time. I just didn't want to do that, you know? Especially since I'm doing, like, the entirety of this, well, pretty much all my other LPs are just, post-commentated LPs, including this one. So yeah, really, not much else to say about this dungeon. There is actually a, well, spoiler warning, there is actually one escort mission, which, of course, it doesn't really change the escort mission that we've had to do with Zelda at the beginning of the game. It's very much the same. And these guys are here. These are called the Gibbos. Huh, kinda sounds like Gibdos, just remove the D. Yeah, it kinda looks like they kinda split into two, like, you know, into two blobs, but the brighter red one is actually the main guy that you want to go for. The other transparent one, you still do take damage from him, but you can't really attack him, so it's actually really the brighter one, the solid one they had to go after. But yeah, other than that, just not much else to say about this dungeon. It is a short dungeon, so, I mean, kind of run out of the commentary here, but, well, we're only about, like, 4 minutes into the video. Well, I am, at least. Maybe not you guys, because, like, I think it might be a little longer than 11 minutes, because, my outro speech I usually do at the end of the videos. And I'm a little tired as well. It's like, oh, holy shit, it's 9:50 p.m. right now. Oh, and one more enemy. Yeah, okay, I just keep forgetting there's, like, more enemies, like, new enemies I had to go over. These guys are, well, very creatively, they're called Buzz. Well, the Buzzes. These little cockroach-like guys. Yeah, that's actually kind of creative, don't you think? That is a very creative name for them. Not all that much threatening, but they can be a little annoying since they actually go all over the place. Like, they actually stop at one point, but then they'll just keep going around. And they're pretty fast as well, so... Just gotta, you know, just try to make sure that you can just better than as much as you can. I'm sorry, I really don't have anything else to say. I have nothing interesting to say right now. I'm a little tired. My mouth is kind of a little, it's a little dry right now. So it's kind of hard to, like, you know, just speak very coherently, even though I try as much as I can. Now this part right here, this section here is actually very important for you to do. That you want to do that first in order to complete this dungeon, or to get through the end of the dungeon. You see the cracks on the floor? You actually have to throw a bomb right over there where the light is shining from the window. But to do that, then it'll create a hole. You have to do that in order to beat this dungeon. So just don't forget to do that. The other cracks on the floors you don't have to worry about, but it's just that particular one that you had to blow up. This tableau over there, Princess Zelda actually does speak to you, but she kind of spoils who the dungeon boss is. So we're not going to worry about that. Oh yeah, you know what? Speaking of which, yes, I missed out on the fairy once again. The fairy disappeared when I didn't have the chance. And that's when I realized that my past self is a complete and total idiot, because what I could have done in order to make that fairy get to me is that I could have just used the boomerang to bring the fairy right over to me. I haven't done so because I keep forgetting that I can do that. I just keep forgetting about the boomerang. Well, I mean, we haven't used it in quite a while, but... Well, we have the hook shot, so it's not really that necessary. But bottom line is, I keep forgetting about the boomerang. I always forget I have it with me, and that I could use it to bring the fairy over to me, but, you know, I forgot, so... Yeah. That's why I couldn't just get the fairy. That, and also because of my past self's idiocy when playing this game, like, well, just recording this game for the episode. Anyways, yeah, we actually don't have to go this way, and then we can just lift this big block up. That's what the Power Glove is for. Even though, you know, during its time, it didn't very well live up to its name, just being very powerful. I mean, it's a Power Glove, but, you know, I tried, but, you know, it just failed ultimately. So anyways, yeah, this is actually where you need the big key. Like, there actually is no, boss door for the big key. But that's actually, oh, okay, we're back to the Tricks Rabbit again. But yeah, that's actually where the big key is for, just going through those locks. And now we have, wow. Not only did we get the big key early, but now we actually have reached the maiden early. It's weird, though, because all the other maidens we found at the end of the dungeon, but no, we actually rescued this maiden pretty early, and now we just have to escort her somewhere. Huh. Who would have thought that? Yeah, very much similar to the, Princess Zelda escort mission. She's completely invulnerable to any of the enemies, so you don't have much to worry about. Now we have the Titan's Mitt. It is an upgraded version of the Power Glove. Like any other, like, you know those dark rocks in the overworld, like well, either one of those. You can actually lift those up now. We couldn't do that before, even with the Power Glove, but now with the Titan's Mitt, we can lift those up now. And yeah, I'm sorry for the jump pad right there as well. One thing that's actually kind of confusing, like, her dialogue says that, like, she tells you to take her outside. You actually don't want to do that. Because, like, if you actually literally try to take her outside, like, back to the dungeon's entrance, she tells you that she has to stay there, and, she won't actually go outside with you. Which is completely misleading, or that could be mistranslation or something, I don't know. This is back in early SNES days, so translation wasn't exactly that accurate. Anyways, yeah, just killing a couple of stopples right there, and next thing that we're gonna do is that we'll just go ahead and, head right up there to this room, and, ooh, it's a shining light. What the hell? What's going on? Too bright. I'm sorry about, whoa! Oh, God! Huh. Some weird, boogeyman in pajamas, or a big sleeping gown? Okay, it wasn't really pajamas, it really looked like a sleeping gown, but anyways, I'm going on topic here. This is Blind the Thief. So remember that one guy in Kakariko Village where he was talking about blind? and that he was a leader of the Thieves and how he hated bright light. Well, that's the guy right there. And yeah, that's actually where you need to blow up the those cracks on the floor. That's what you need to do that for, or that's what you need to do. So that way, you actually need to do that. So that way you can just escort that quote-unquote maiden, which is actually blind, and then he'll be exposed to bright light, and then that's when you battle him. Yeah, I finished off the battle before I could explain anything. I actually used the Cane of Burna, because you're actually going to want to use that when battling blind, because, trust me, blind will actually shoot lots and lots of projectiles, like lasers, those little ball things, or whatever. He'll constantly shoot those at you, so you really want to use the Cane of Burna for protection. That way it'll just make things a little easier for you. And that's what it's for, just to create a force field around you. And yeah, just make it a few sword slashes, well, mainly at his head, or just on the... Well, as long as it says on the body, then that's pretty much all you have to do. That's about it. And yes, I know I was already talking about how you defeat Blind, even after we just defeated him, and we just rescued the real maiden right here. But, you know... I don't know. I just... It happens like that. I mean, I talk about stuff while, you know, and I still get carried away with it, and then we're just talking over plot important stuff, so... But yeah, anyways, so yeah, we defeated Blind, and we rescued the real maiden. Yeah, it was a bit of foreshadowing, because, you know, we rescued the other maids from crystals, but, you know, can't always trust that one, maiden in the cell, which is actually the boss, or the dungeon's boss. But yeah, now we rescue the real maiden. That's all 5 maidens in total, and yeah, that's actually what Zelda was talking about. If you interact with that one tablet in that one room, that's what she was talking about. She tells you like not to get fooled by that by a Blind's tricks. Well, basically just him disguising himself as the maiden. So yeah, there's that. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end it off here. It's the video's already over. So next time, let's play Link to the Past. I don't know. I I don't really know. I mean, it could be possible we might be going to our next dungeon, but you may never know. Could be other stuff, but we'll see. So, till next time, see you guys later. Ah, man, I'm so tired.